Greetings and salutations, friends. Sorry you've not heard from me in a little while. I've been dealing with anxiety and shit. Anywho, you may have seen I was playing in the Mokuba League, and I got a lot of shit from my DDD deck. So I figured I'd talk about the deck, the reasons behind playing certain things, and also where I felt I went wrong with it. Let me just tidy this up a little bit. There we go. That's a bit nicer. So, it's DDDs, so we do have all the important DDD cards. We have the 3 Keplers that lets us search our Dark Contract with the Gate. Ideally, we can get to a Necro, a Swirl, a Necro, and a Lamia without having to normal summon Kepler, because it just allows this version of the deck to do more stuff. But he's there, can get us Dark Contract with the Gate, which can get us to any of the others. We've got the 3 Swirl Slime, the 3 Necro Slime, and the 3 Lamia. All things you'd expect from a DDD deck. Now, that's it for the DDDs. I know a lot of you are saying, well, that's not very much, that's not very DDD. But that's the core of what you need to get the DDD plays, and you can go full combo with just that. You don't need the whole package. I'm not saying this is better than doing it with the full package. I like the way this deck plays when it doesn't brick, which is a lot. I know I'm running a lot of Garnets, and we're going to discuss that in a little bit. Then we have this fun little engine of Tour Guide, and the PKs, as well as Edge-Imp Sabers and Sangan. So I think what we want to do is cut Sangan, because it's not really necessary. It's nice because it does get you to a hand trap, just off a normal summon of Tour Guide, as well as getting to the end board that you want to get to. But it is an extra brick in a deck that's bricky as fuck. The PKs are there because it's a fun little engine. I'll go over the end board just off of a Tour Guide in a minute or two. So we've got the Ancient Cloak, Boots, 1 Shade Brigandine, and 1 Fogblade. Hand trap wise, I was playing 3 Ash Blossom and 3 Gamma. I think I want to cut the Gamma because it's running the driver, and it's just an extra brick, again, in a deck that has a ton of bricks. So I do feel like we need to replace that with another hand trap. Maybe some infinite impermanencies. Something that's not going to be dead. You know, if we're going first, it's still at least a set. It doesn't propel the deck forward, but it's better than nothing, and it's an interruption. We have our consistency boosters in 3 Allure of Darkness, 3 Jack in the Hand, and the 3 Dark Contract with the Gate, as well as the 1 for 1. So these are to get us to our PCs for the DDDs. Then, Dragoon, I know. I'll show you why I think Dragoon's good in the deck. It does add 3 additional bricks, which is never nice. The 1 Edge-Imp Sabers, and the 1 Called by the Grave. In the extra deck, we have the Flame High King Genghis, who can negate traps, even though I may have forgotten that in the Altergeist match against Scapegoat, and it might have cost me that 3rd game, me being a twat. The 1 Flame King Genghis, and the 1 Gus King Alexander. And that is all the DDDs we were playing in the extra deck. We of course have DDD Cross Sheep, DDD Helcaphybrax, 1 Formula Synchron, 1 Satellite Warrior, the Verti for the Dragoon, Borlor's Savage, a Shen Shen, because it's quite easy to get out Sync 8 or Sync 9. Shen Shen could like just absolutely hose some decks. The Link Spider for the Shade Brigandine. Cherubini, which I don't think's needed if we aren't running the Sangan, because we won't need to send the Edge-Imp Sabers, because you'll just search that with Tour Guide. So we might replace that with something like a Barcade Borg blocker. It can like fetch a Dark Contract for the next turn, I guess. The Bardiche, and 1 Masquerena. Not Masquerena, Jesus, Avramax. So I wasn't actually running Avramax in the build that I played. I was running Union Carrier because I used to run the other Buster little dragon guy, but that locked out graveyard effects. But then, you know, I took it out of the deck before the game against Scapegoat and forgot to take out Union Carrier, so I did just have a shitty, useless card in the extra deck. The side we're just going to ignore just now because it was tuned for something else. I don't think that was actually the side that I played. I can't quite remember. But let's go over a few little plays. Okay, so here we have the full DDD combo without using the normal summon. So we're just going to ignore Kepler at the moment. He's just there because it's, 5 cards in hand. Obviously, you're not always going to open with one of each, and that's fine, because we have plenty of ways to get to them, and there's also plenty of plays that you can make without having full combo. But full combo goes a little something like this. Swirl Slime, getting out Genghis, sending the Necro Slime. Then we'll banish the Swirl Slime, special summon the Lamia, which is then going to special summon the Necro Slime off of Genghis's effect. And then we'll go into our Gus King Alexander here with these two, and then into Cross Sheep off of these two. We're then going to use Necro Slime's effect Engrave to banish itself and the Flame King to go into High Flame King into a zone that Cross Sheep points to. Cross Sheep's going to bring back the Lamia, and then High King Genghis is going to bring back the Gus King Alexander. This is all pretty standard DD stuff here. So here, we're going to go into our Halqifibrax off of Cross Sheep and Lamia. That's going to special summon another Lamia, because we don't play like Ghost or Night Howl or anything like that. That's going to trigger the Gus King Alexander to bring back this Lamia, and then we can go into Borrowload Savage, using these two, equipping the Cross Sheep to it as its effect. And from here we have choices. So we can go into Shen Shen, or we can go into Verti and make Dragoon. So with these two, we go into Verti, activate Verti's effect, pay the 2000, yeah, thanks comments, get out Dragoon, send in these two, and there's a pretty solid end board. We have a negate from Savage, we have a negate from Dragoon, and then on our opponent's main phase, we can, so let's see if we go here, we can tag out Hulk into the Formula Synchron. Obviously, this is like no interruption or anything. Formula Synchron will draw as a card. And then either, like, you probably want to use a Savage Negate here. If they're looking like they're going to be able to break the board, you can then go into Satellite Warrior, using these two, and get, what, 3 pops off of it? 1, 2, yeah, 3 pops, and he's a big beefy boy. Pretty solid. Okay, so let's go over the tour guide part of it. Oh wow, look at that. Full DD combo and tour guide. So what's really nice about that is that it doesn't use the normal summon at all on the DD combo. So you can go full combo and then go tour guide as well. Or if it gets interrupted, you can try and draw out negates with the DDs. Normal summon tour guide. So normal summon tour guide, it's going to let us get a level 3 Fiend. So we're going to bring out the Edge Imp Savers here. So before it was Sangan, and then you link these off into Cherubini and you'd get, say, like an Ash Blossom. But I do think it's probably best just to cut out the Sangan. Go into Cherubini. There we go. We don't need to activate Cherubini's effect here to send the Edge Imp Sabers, so it could be any sort of like Link 2, really. Activate Edge Imp Sabers, put something back on top. It's really good for shuffling back your bricks. There we go. And then we're going to go into Bardiche with these. We're going to activate Bardiche's effect, and we're going to send Cloak to get a Shade Brigandine. We're then going to activate Cloak to bring out, well, to get the Silent Boots to hand. Special summon the Silent Boots. Activate the Brigandine. Special summon Link Spider with the Brigandine. Go into Verti with these two. Activate the Boots to get a Fog Blade. Activate Verti. Pay the 2000. Red Eyes Fusion. Dragoon. Blah, blah, blah. You see, all these combos end on Dragoon. Dragoon's a really fucking good card. And while it does add bricks, I think it adds a certain ceiling to the deck having these options. I'm not saying it's the best way to play, I'm not saying it's even a good way to play, but it's the way I like to play the deck, and suck my dick if you don't like it, basically. No, not really. I enjoy it. I don't want to just go in and do DDD combos all day, every day. I love the deck, and I love what it can do in its, like, proper form. But this is just the way I like to play it, and sometimes it doesn't work out. But when it does, it feels so fucking good. So there we have it, folks. My DDD deck. But lost. But that's okay. I had a lot of fun playing against Scapegoat. He's an excellent dude. So go subscribe to his channel. And enjoy the rest of the Mokuba League. I will be trying to get up at least one video per week. I can't promise more than that at the moment because I'm a shite bag, but we're getting there. So, aye. Until next time, friends, thanks for watching. That's not what I normally say. Treeborn Frog, checking out. It's been a wee while. Bye!